Hey my Liptons, so I actually want to do this quick video on Harry and Meghan because it was just something that I was just randomly thinking about. So, right off the bat, right, you know me, I'm a fan of Meghan and Harry. I think they're amazing. I think, all the things that they said is true. I think all of, because, I sat front row seat to a lot of the abuse that particularly Meghan got from the press and everything, so I believe everything that they said in this documentary. I do want to say this one thing, okay? Because I know people are going to be like, oh, well, where's the personal responsibility that, you know, Harry and Meghan get in this situation and so and that sort of thing. Okay, this is the only criticism I'm going to have. The only criticism I'm going to have on this situation for Harry and Meghan. For me, right? I feel like, particularly on Harry's side, there's a lot of just like, oh, like, I had no idea it would be like this for Meghan. I had no idea it would be like this for us as a couple. All the press abuse, all of the online abuse. I had no idea it was going to be like that. And I'm just like, Harry, you were, you were born and raised in this institution. Born and raised. It's not like you were born and then you were raised in a different country or outside of the palace or whatever. You were born and raised. Before Meghan came into your life, when you were born, you were in the palace for 32 years, 33 years. I can say. You mean to tell me that you had no idea that this low and dirty that the palace and your family would get? You didn't think that, you guys got low down and dirty the way you guys do? I mean, for God's sakes, sir, like you even addressed in the documentary that you wore a swastika in when you were in your early 20s. And you apologized for that. So it's like, I don't understand how you don't think that you didn't think that it was going to get this bad for Meghan. That's the part I don't understand. Like, how did you not see this coming? Because it's like, either it's like, maybe, I don't know if it's denial or delusion that you thought that it was going to be so easy for Meghan in the royal family. Or like, you were just so, you didn't want her to leave. Because let's be very clear. I think that, because, in the documentary, I think it was the first 3 episodes in the documentary, there was a scene where Meghan says, like, this before they got married, obviously, and before they got engaged, they were dating. Meghan says that her friends was telling her, like, listen, I get it that, Harry's nice and all, but like, is this like press abuse and you getting hounded by the paparazzi and your parents getting hounded by the paparazzi and them trying to get dirty, nasty, untrue stories about you? Is all of this worth it, Meghan? Like, is all of this worth it, right? And they warned, they warned Meghan. They warned her. Her friends warned her. Her mother warned her. Her mother was like, yo, this is about race. You better get into it. And Meghan was like, Mommy, I don't want to hear none of that. And Doria was like, okay, well, you don't want to hear that, but it's coming down the pipeline. I think that this whole, like, love, love is blind, love is da-da-da, that in a way it came to bite them in the ass. It came to bite them in the ass because here's the thing. And that's why in my last video that I did on Meghan and Harry, I said it. I said, yo, is love worth your peace of mind? That's what I said. And listen, I'm not trying to, okay, because I know people are going to be like, oh, what are you trying to say? You trying to tell people not to marry for love or marry for, that's not what I'm saying. Of course, listen, I'm pro-love, okay? I'm pro, I love love, as a matter of fact. I'm pro, you marrying for the love of your life. If the heart feels right, the heart feels right. I'm always pro that. But what I'm saying is, when love, because I get it, and plus people are gonna be like, oh, well, you're playing into the hands of people when you like give in to you guys breaking up because other forces like the royal family or the British press don't want you guys to be together, so you're giving them power. And that part, I honestly, I do understand it. I do understand where people feel like they'll give the British royal family the power to be like, yo, I have control over your love life. I have control whether who you're with and who you break up with and that sort of thing, right? Along with the British press. But I feel like the but at what price, because it's like this came to the price of Megan's mental health, her life, her privacy, her children's privacy, her children's mental health. Megan was suicidal. She was suicidal while she was pregnant with her son. She was getting all kinds of racial attacks. Even right now, currently, Jeremy Clarkson, with his old ugly ass, wrote some disgusting misogynistic stuff on the son to the point where he had to, quote unquote, apologize to Megan. Megan has had all kinds of death threats on her life to this day. So I'm just trying to like maybe set the picture and set it, just give like a more open discussion about like, okay, love, yes, love is great, yes, we, whatever, but in certain situations, at what cost? At what cost? Because now Megan has no dad now, because her dad wants to act a fool in the media, and because he got a little bit of spotlight, a little bit of fame from his daughter marrying a prince, and now he acts as if he's top shit. Harry's dad is trash. Harry's dad likes to throw rocks and hide his hands. Prince Harry's whole family's trash. A bunch of colonizers and racists. You know? And I think that Harry selfishly, and there's no shade, and I love Harry, but I had to keep it honest. I think Harry selfishly, because he wanted love so badly, because none of his other relationships, you know, worked out due to the press intrusion of, the British media. None of his other relationships worked out. And I think this is what I think, personally. Because I like this comment, right? Let me show it to you guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all up on these Meghan and Harry accounts, child. I'm all up on these Meghan and Harry accounts. Let me go back. Because this is what people were telling Meghan. They were telling, this guy was warning Meghan. She was like, yo, like, you're the new Princess Diana, girl. You better run. You better not marry this man. You better not marry this man. Harry's beneath you, beneath your station. You're too smart to marry into this family. They'll find you as a threat. They were really warning Meghan about this family. And remember, here's what happened. Like, going back to what I said. I said that, okay, so here's what this is just the picture in my mind. I think that Meghan was getting a lot of press abuse and hounded. Paparazzi was breaking into her home. Paparazzi tried to break into her mom's home in the early stages of the relationship. This is when they were dating. This is not when they were married or anything. This is when they were dating. Meghan had threatened to leave. Well, not threatened, like she was getting ready to leave because she was just like, girl, it's not, this is not worth it. Y'all, you're not really controlling the press. So, and mind you, this is the British press. It's not like this is like American press. And not to say American press didn't contribute to a lot of it, but like the British press was the one that was sending out private investigators on Meghan, hacking her phone, trying to get her social security through private investigators. Like, they were doing a lot of shady stuff. So Meghan was just like, girl, I'm not trying to do this. Like, I'm not trying to have my livelihood, just like destroyed and that sort of thing. So I think that she told Harry, she was getting ready to leave. She was getting ready to leave. And Harry was like, oh no, don't leave. Like, don't worry. It's all gonna get better. Don't believe me. Because let's be very clear. Harry was lonely. Harry didn't have, anybody. Because let's be very clear. Harry was dating like these two white girls who were from one white girl was from South Africa, but I don't know, she was raised in Britain. The other one was from Britain. Even them, they didn't even want to be with Harry because they were like, yo, the person children is just terrible. Like, I'm over it, you know? So I think that, Harry, when he got Meghan, he was really trying his hardest to really protect her, but she didn't feel protected. And she was, she was going to leave. I think that she was going to leave, and he begged her not to leave. Because had he not begged her not to leave, he would have never released the statement. If you guys want, you guys can screenshot the statement right here, because I'm not going to read it all because it's a little bit too much for me. But yeah, like, he released a statement on November 8th, 2016, telling the press to back off on Meghan Markle because the abuse was just getting too much. And this was 2016. This is when they were dating, And I even said it here. I said, I that's what I think too. I think Meghan was going to leave when the press abuse and paparazzi were hounding her and her parents, but Harry begged her not to leave and break up with him. Remember in the documentary, Meghan stated that her friends told her, I should just wrote her, if Harry was worth it. So that's what I meant in the first, in the second video when I finished the Meghan and Harry documentary. That's why I asked. I was like, yo, is Harry really worth, when is love worth your peace of mind? Because like, yeah, guys love each other, but it's like at the price of what, peace of mind? And I get it, you don't want to give too much power to the press or too much power to like these huge forces that want to dictate who you fall in love with. In a way, this is giving me like Romeo and Juliet tease, if you guys think about it. Do you guys feel like that, like this Meghan and Harry thing kind of giving like Romeo and Juliet? Is giving like lovesick, people who just can't not be together. Like, they need to be together. They need to, just despite the odds of like these people, even though it's wrong, don't get me wrong, it's wrong that the royal family and the British press don't want Harry to be with Meghan or Meghan to be with Harry. It's wrong because it's like, who cares? Like, why do you guys want to dictate who Prince Harry falls in love with? Why should any of us dictate who anybody falls in love with at the end of the day? You should marry somebody who you love, not somebody that you want Harry to be with due to like the status quo of being with somebody English or being with someone from England or something. So I don't know. I think that Harry, I just don't buy the excuse of just him saying like, oh, I had no idea it would be like this for us, or for us as a couple, or for Meghan. It's like, sir, your like, come on, man. Harry, come on. And I get it, sometimes the white people, it takes them a while, to get to the point of self-realization and like, getting educated on racism and sexism and all that stuff. But it's like, Harry, please, your family, like, come on, you knew your family, like, your family at the end of the day. You were born and raised with these people, okay? You knew their triggers and whether they were racist, whether they were not. How would they feel if a black person, like, you mean to tell me you didn't think for a second, like, Meghan being like having half black and her mother being black, you didn't think that, the royal family was gonna feel some type of way? This is a country with all kinds of jewels stolen from India and Africa, goods stolen from India and Africa. You did not think that, they were gonna have an issue with you marrying a half blackie, Harry? Like, come on, Harry. Like, we gotta be serious. Like, just say, like, you know what, you were in love, you wanted to be with her so badly, but you kind of forgot that, your family was like giving very much colonizer teas, and you like, and basically you literally brought Meghan into the lion's den. It's no shade, Harry. And I love Harry, but it's no shade. But you brought Meghan into the lion's den. Like, you literally put her life in danger, knowing that she's half black and, she's American. Also, she's American at that. She's an actress. She had her own life. She was a self-made multimillionaire, you know. And you know that they'll feel threatened by that. They feel threatened by, the royal family feels threatened by successful women that made money outside of, you know, outside of their situation, you know. So that's the part that's kind of just like, Harry, like, we gotta do better. And on top of that, it's just like the times when Meghan admitted to being suicidal, and because I went back to the Oprah interview, and when Oprah asked him, like, oh, like, what did you do when Meghan told you that she was feeling suicidal and that sort of thing? Oh, I just hugged her really tight or whatever, because the institution didn't want her to leave and go to a clinic because they said it might look bad for them. I'm just like, sir, you are Meghan's husband. You are Meghan's husband. F the institution. If my wife is telling me she's suicidal, guess what? I'm taking her. I'm gonna get my car keys. I'm gonna go to the hospital or whatever, the clinic, mental health clinics, whatever, and I'm admitting her in there. Like, I'm not about to be out here talking about I'm gonna listen to the institution. Like, God forbid something would. And mind you, May was pregnant too with her child, her first child. God forbid something bad would have happened in those moments. You know. So I don't know. There's just some things where it's like I feel like Prince Harry should have known or did more for Meghan to make her feel safe. There's just way more I feel like he should have done for her. You know? And he should have known better too. Like, the self-denial and the, oh my God, well, I didn't think it was going to get this bad. Sir, are you serious? Are you serious? Please. Like, this is all Prince Harry had to think of. Because Meghan is so racially ambiguous on the lighter side when it comes to the biracial spectrum. All Harry had to do was imagine if Meghan was like a dark-skinned black girl that he was into and wanted to marry, and think about how his family will react to that dark-skinned black girl being brought into the royal family. He just needs to say that. He just needs to think about that. Think of if she was like fully black. And think about how your family would have reacted to that compared to how they're reacting now being half black. Because this is only half black. Mind you, she's half black and is this bad. Could you imagine if Meghan was fully black? Either way, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you feel like Prince Harry should have did better? Or do you feel like, Meghan should have never actually married Harry? Like, she should have just it was good while it lasted, but like my peace of mind, my privacy, like, is worth more. Do you guys feel like no, Meghan and Harry should have definitely continued the relationship despite what these racist assholes had to say? But yeah, please like my videos, guys. Please like my videos. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 200 subscribers. And please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, okay? I'm all open for an open discussion. But, like, if y'all come in my comments, because, YouTube is a little bit crazy. If y'all come in my comments doing anything weird or saying anything disrespectful or trolling and stuff like that, you will get blocked. You will get blocked, okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.